are the League of Reacher Systems. And we have done reasonably well in the grand scheme of things, because essentially we managed to take out, well, we were forced to take out the Galactic Crisis before they could even emerge as the Galactic Crisis, because they were right on our borders and they were clearly going to come for us first. So where does that leave us now? Well, where it leaves us is essentially we have quietly been, we now have a lot more territory. We don't really want that much more territory. So we are in the process of looking at how we manage this. And I think the ways we essentially look to manage this, as we talked about before, is we've been terraforming an awful lot of planets. And the reason we've been terraforming those planets is because we are going to, and we are currently colonizing a whole bunch of planets and things around here, which we're then going to give to our soon-to-be new vassal. And if I remember rightly, what we're really kind of just waiting on is a few more of these to finish, so that we can turn around to them and give them as much of a fully fledged galaxy ready to go as possible. So it's the Endurga battle mollusks that we are going to set up as our vassal. We are also in the process of terraforming a bunch of other stuff, because we realised we can set up another vassal. And the other vassal we're going to set up is the Deceptors. And they're definitely like a very nice bunch of people. They may be called Deceptors, but they are definitely not Deceptors in any way, shape or form. They are lovely people. We really like them. They are actually kind of our former neighbours from somewhere. Oh, it might even be the Raltec Assembly, I think, who are our allies. So, good evening, Wild Wolf. Good evening, Rope Trick. And thank you for the notes. The notes are perfect. So, what that has meant is we've kind of held off on terraforming any more of the machine worlds that our old enemies left behind, because actually they're probably going to be quite useful to our new sort of subject race. So we're actually going to let them continue to have them, and they can just do whatever they want to do with them, because technically they are mechanical. And I think that means they should be able to use machine worlds reasonably well. Because they have a habitability of plus 200%, which means, to my knowledge, unless chat can correct me on this, then to my knowledge they should be able to use the machine worlds. But we'll find out shortly anyway, because they are about to colonize that planet. We'll just see what happens when they colonize it. Seeing as I know a little about Star Ice, why are our empires 2 shades of grey? Yeah, so these bits here, the lighter bits, you can notice are sectors. So periodically you'll see these dashed lines. These are borders between sectors. So the theory is sectors contain a certain amount of planets. So this was our starting sector, and at a certain point you're kind of far enough away from your starting system, it's 4 jumps, that the game goes, actually you're worth having as a new sector. So this is in a new sector, this is a sector, and these are all new sectors. Sectors are useful to know about, because in reality sectors also determine things like when you form a new species, or when you release someone as a vassal, what you actually do is release a sector. So when we release our battle mollusks as a vassal, we need to be very sure that we make this a sector and release this sector, and then we just give them the planets in this sector. Because if we released this sector, we would actually lose a bunch of planets we want to keep. So it's basically a kind of like sector control system, which is really useful. So in terms of planets and things we're giving our soon-to-be robotic vassal, I'm just trying to remember what we ended up deciding we were going to do down here. We're definitely keeping Ikshtishi. Like, we are absolutely keeping Ikshtishi. And I think we're keeping a synth. But I think it was everything else we were going to give them. So yeah, our southern vassal is going to be the Deceptors, which we may rename as a species if we can. But we don't want to give all of this territory away, because there's a big science nexus there we want to keep, and we do need to kind of worry that the stagnant ascendancy may be stopping being quite so stagnant, in which case we will need to fight them. We're going to keep this bit, so we are going to build a big station at Gurtab. I do remember that now. So Gurtab is going to get a station, which means we are keeping the a synth to Gurtab axis. I think the kind of semi-issue we've got is, in an ideal world, we'd actually keep that system as well. But I think we do need to give it to our southern vassal just so they've got enough planets. Realistically, so that they are actually viable. Now, Cytine is being colonized by our machine people as well. Caravon is already a... I think that's the one we've just taken, and it's just on its way down to being destroyed. This is size 21. We might want to keep hold of that. That's got some nice stuff on it. Are we terraforming that? I mean, we're going to keep hold of that because we can't get rid of it anyway. So we probably do actually need to just terraform that. We had just conquered it at the end of the last thing, so let's terraform that planet. We are going to downgrade that station, for now at least. Because the problem is we're over our station limit at the moment as well. We're over our station limit, and but I don't want to delete a lot of these stations because they will be useful to our vassal. But at the same time, we do kind of start needing to build up on the assumption that this lot will awaken. Well, they might not, but they probably will. I wonder if we can just massively trade to get the system back. Like, theoretically, if we wanted to get a system back from these chaps, like, how much is it going to cost us? Can we conceivably do it? Can we get Nar Ethor back from them? Perseus or something. Tranaka. Would they give us Tranaka back? Because the problem is that's just an automatic 1000, and I don't think there's a way we can do it. Like, they'll just go, no, I'm not giving away the system. I'm not convinced there's anything we can do that would in any way make them do that. There really should be a way you can kind of, like, as an overlord, go, I don't give a shit, you're giving me that system. It would be very helpful. Can you abandon the system before making the sector? That might work, you know. And then immediately, immediately take it back. And part of the problem is it's got a planet in it. It's not even really that system I want. It's Torfrey's star. Like, holding Torfrey's star would do us. That might work, you know. That absolutely might work. I'd never considered it doing that way. I think you might be onto something there. Something I'd never even considered before, but absolutely would work. Because I'd quite like the Xeomon system as well, because it's got Zero. So we'd basically just have constructors in those systems ready to go. Build a hyper relay there, actually, if you're not already. I think that's a clever bit of lateral thinking there, and I think you might be onto something. Let's get you into position there. Essentially what it relies on is creating the system out of here. What we should also do is look at what we do with this planet, really. We've got a robot maker on it. That's not a bad thing to have. You know what we could do? We could not terraform this one at all. Because can't we build leader bots now? Oh, but there won't be because there's no one on that planet to assemble them. So if we... So 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we created the sector at Cytine Prime. No, we can't because we don't want to lose those 2 systems. 1, 2, 3, 4. We create their capital down here, and we create the sector on Dython. We release Xymon, and we release. We dismantle Torfey's star. So we dismantle Torfey's star and Xymon. Create the sector, release them as a vassal, immediately colonize and immediately take over Xymon and Torfey's star. Now, does that jump past? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, the capital has to be Aurelia. 1, 2, 3. Because then it would include. No, because then it would take Kidney. Yeah, devastation is because we have to bombard the planet, and so it just gives massive negatives for a while. But it'll. Over time, it will tick down. So it's gradually ticking down already. Okay, I think your plan will work, but I don't think there's a way for us to get Xymon out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't lose Iktishi. Maybe it won't work. Yeah, the problem is where I start the sector though. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Torfi's star is in that sector. Now, that wouldn't be a problem if it included cytine. Because if it included cytine, we'd have jumped over the system and then they've got that and then we can give them everything else around it. But it won't. But if we start it at Aurelia, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to include T-sheet and Caravan in the sector. What's the rationale of holding on to Torfi's star? It is everything south and everything that way. Well, not everything south. Lassa's actually... The thing with Torfi's star is it's a blocker. It's a blocker for anything coming from the east. So essentially what it does is it's a bastion point is the best way to think of it. We stick up a giant starbase at Torfi's star and station a fleet there. Nothing's getting through in either of those directions. I can't unown Orpheus. Oh no, Orpheus I could unown. Yeah. Because ultimately Torfi's star doesn't stop anything from down this way. And anything coming up from HT she can get past anyway. Yeah, maybe that's it. We unown Orpheus. Torfi's star's got a really cool name though. So that would mean 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. So Orpheus is the one we keep.
Establishing colony.
So let's have a look at the habitability on Sci-fi. Right, they're going down there now. We've got space for a holding here. We should put a holding on here. So we've got a satellite campus, an aid agency. Probably a Ministry of Science. Actually, is it useful? Don't know if we really want to build something else on there.
Establishing colony. Establishing colony.
So all of our colonies are going down. We need to work out...
colony.
Can anyone remember how big a fleet we need to deal with the enigmatic fortress? I assume we've got enough. We should probably go deal with them.
Establishing colony.
Because we've got plenty. Damn, that's a lot of star bases. Once we can get our galaxy cleaned up a bit, I'll be happy. We can also turn off... Let's turn those off, shall we? not losing stuff now. We've got tons of money in the bank, and we're generating an awful lot of energy credits. So let's just buy 1,000 of them, and 1,000 of them, and 1,000 of them. You want the old sectors back, the new one is just confusing as hell. They kind of work. I think being able to edit sectors is the thing that's really missing. Oh, right, we need to sort out our fleets. Our fleets are a mess. Right, can we get rid of anything that is a corvette? We've got a couple of destroyers here. Some battleships. God damn it, what even are you? Right. What is this fleet missing? I might just kill that. Well, we could retrofit that. Right.
Colony
Transfer ships out.
established.
Don't want any of these corvettes. So corvettes are useless. That leaves us 2 battleships. What are we missing from fleets?
Colony founded.
Starmer's Shoal is fully equipped and just needs upgrading. So you just go get upgraded somewhere. Coral Deluge is missing a Riptide class. Right. Let's sort this out. Let's reduce starbase upkeep. New research can be... Let's have some kinetic batteries. $20k is hard, 30 is pretty good, and above that is definitely a win. Okay, then we can definitely take down the Forbidden Fortress, and that's a fun one, so we'll go do that. Right, we have 4 redemptions. What are we missing from correlated? Right, we're full up on redemptions. We do need a Riptide. That needs a redemption. Redemption are our line battleships, aren't they? No, redemptions are our artillery battleships. Rampants are our line battleships. So given that everyone can have a bit more fleet cap now, let's start creeping them up in rampants. So everyone can have an extra rampant. This was our reserve fleet, so we do want to keep that around because it is very handy having a reserve Titan. Being able to just quickly slam battleships into things is really useful. I think you just get disbanded. Let's just get rid of you. So these 2, if we redo these as redemptions, we can merge them with the Shattering Shoal. So you don't need any of those. And you get retrofitted to redemptions. Go upgrades, turn yourself into redemptions. Then they can be merged with Shattering Shoal. No, sorry, that's wrong, isn't it? We want them as rampants. I'm confusing myself now. Yeah, we want them as rampants. Scratch that order. Become rampants.
Colony founded.
Mega shipyards. Nice. Yeah, we need to keep building hyper relays. That's a good point. We need to get one down there in Ekinth.
Colony founded.
Right, these are our other two. So these are, we're waiting on terraforming to complete. That is an ocean world that we ourselves are going to colonize, so we should really get that down. Because that is one of ours. Essentially we're keeping up to Jamel. Because it contains a gateway. Which goes down to there, which is not bad actually, because that is relatively near our gang. So we need a planet name, chat. This is probably going to be an alloys planet. So give me something oceany. Oh, we can upgrade Coruscant. And they need a governor. Be learning. Ocean's Edge can get upgraded. Certain shores need some jobs. Waterdeep, great name. Why not? I feel like this should be renamed Waterdeep. Oh no, that's Chowder. Are we giving them Chowder? We're not giving them Chowder, are we? There's a gateway though. There's no way we're giving them Chowder. Yeah, that's Waterdeep. Not Waterdeep. Waterdeep. So that still needs a name. Ventforge. Ventforge is nice. I like that. Right, so that's going down there. Stop giving us small fleets. Fucking with my ships. Yeah, they're waiting on that to finish terraforming. Problem is it takes bloody ages for us to finish terraforming machine worlds. And we can't release those vassals until we finish doing that. This is the true test when we do this, is whether they finish or not. Problem is we're actually well over our edict cap, which you could really do with doing something about. Like, we do have some very nice ambitions.
Colony established.
Juggernauts. Give me juggernauts. Yeah, I mean, we're not doing badly
Ships
on
upgraded.
Unity. The thing to remember though is how much of that might disappear. Well, actually, most of it shouldn't disappear. We should be alright. What we do need is Starmarist Shoal upgraded? Because we'll send the Starmarists to go. No, they're upgrading.
Technology discovered.
So Shattering Shoal needs its... Right, have you lot upgraded yet? Upgrade to Rampants, please. The fuck are you doing? 2 battleships with no things. That is the Whirling Deluge. Where are you? You don't even show up on my list. What even are you? I'm just not even bothering with that. Get rid of you. Yeah, I'm guessing it must have been one of the ones that we merged into something else and then it just went a bit weird. Fleet management in this game can be somewhat weird sometimes. Right, you need to just go somewhere and repair for a start. And frankly, just go upgrade. And go upgrade, and then we'll sort all of this out. Science networks or gateway construction? What do we think, chat? Let's science nexus first. Build our own. Right, so you're converting to rampants. You are a bunch of corvettes that we just absolutely don't need. We want some corvettes. Oh, we can't just give them to them, we can only lend them to them, can't we? Oh, can we upgrade the one we... That's a good question. No, I think they're one-offs, aren't they? Oh, I forgot we've got little DARS subsumers. That's the little... that's our little fishy robots, our water robots. We really should get them some more territory. Pirates in the Jinkart system. Where is the Jinkart system? Does anyone know?
Station under attack. Ships upgraded.
I mean, I feel like you can just go deal with that, because you've got to go merge with someone anyway. Because once we've merged them in, we can just fill out the gaps on everything else. California, I forgot we've got California going.
Colony founded.
Right, Dathlon is down. Aurelia is down. Cytine is down. What else are we founding for them? Get them down. We're giving all of this to the vassal. Did we decide we're keeping Roiler? Or are we giving that to them? And we're keeping those two. So we've got another 2 planets to come out of this. Yeah, so best way to think of it is hyper relays are like railways. So you can just kind of build them out. You see this heavier blue line? That is my hyper relay network. So everything moves faster down the hyper relay network. Gateways think of as being airports. They're just point to point. So that's kind of the way to think of it. Gateways are sort of man-made wormholes. I think for this vassal to be long-term viable, we do have to just give them that system. I think we just have to. Right, that is terraforming to an ocean world in 1,500 days, so we can send you lot around to there. And you lot around to there. Now, I think that's the best way to explain it. Did we build a orbital ring around Yarrow? We have. We can probably upgrade that. Look at the orbital ring. How cool is that? Probably want... What do we want on it? Upgrade it. Because we can. Yeah, that's a good way of summarizing it, Taras. So gateways are kind of things you control. So an enemy can't use your gateways, whereas they can use your wormholes. Good evening, I dislike cats. Welcome to the stream. Right, that colony's down as well. So realistically, I think the moment that colony goes down, we are kind of in the position where we could drop our machine vassal. We should get them some nice planets. Let's get their planets configured nicely for them. I mean, actually, they're fucking robots. They can configure them themselves. They're going to have 2 science things on that one. That really should be producing energy, so build out a whole bunch of generator districts, give it energy grid. It's not confusing at all, the game's given it 2 primes. That can get flipped to mining district. Have some mining districts. Sighting. Give yourself some industry districts and have alloy foundries. Uproth. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Give yourself purification plants. What difficulty is this? I can't remember what we started on. Probably Admiral. I normally play on Admiral, just for chillness. If you create a sector first that includes Torp Star, does that mean if you then create a second sector around their new capital, the sector won't include TS? So I'm only going to create 1 sector. That's the thing. So essentially we're going to create a sector at Aurelia, but with Orthadia, or Orpheus, and Zion dismantled. Now the question here will be... No, we're going to create the sector and then we're going to dismantle it and then we release the vassal and then we take them back. And we create it 1, 2, 3, 4 from Dythlon. Why don't I fill up all the building slots? Because if I fill up all the building slots, people will work in them. And when I don't have enough people to work in them, that means I'm reliant on the AI to distribute the jobs in the way that I want through the building slots. And the AI is notoriously shit at distributing the jobs how I might want. So it's better off holding off on filling empty slots until I actually need to fill them because I've run out of jobs. Or until I need a new type of thing going on in that location. Probably upgrade that. Do we actually have a sciencey thing on here? Do we not have a science booster? I mean, I know we're not short on science, but still. Get yourself a research institute down. So yeah, I think that the temptation sometimes can be just it is you look down here and you go, well, I've got slots I can build. But if I want them to keep working on the jobs, because we're min-maxing our systems as well. So like we have systems rigged around what we want them to do. It's just, this should actually be able to build one now as well. It's just better to kind of go, look, you're not getting new buildings until I know I have jobs free for them. Because as anyone who's played Stellaris knows, the moment you start dropping a new building down, you suddenly watch all your resources change slightly anyway, particularly in the early game, because the AI just suddenly decides it's going to assign a whole bunch of things to stuff you didn't want it assigned to. Right. You are going for upgrades to Kosk Station. You are upgrading now, so that's good. And you need a right, you might as well reinforce. Build into that gap. So I want to go take down the enigmatic fortress. This is a bunch of sea sprays. Don't think this is our... Right, we want to get rid of the yarrows. We want our Endurga battle mollusks still, so let's get rid of anyone who is not battle mollusks. Because they were essentially temporary troops.
Upgraded.
This is the problem with fighting a massive galactic war and winning it. Suddenly you've got a lot to do in the aftermath. Right, so battle mollusks. So we've got 2 units of battle mollusks down here.
Ships upgraded.
Let's get you over to there. Have we got any other armies floating around? Yes, here. Any battle mollusks in this? It'd be nice if it gave the species armies slightly different names. I think these might all be Yarrow. Our battle mollusk legions got somewhat decimated by that. Ah, thank you for the follow. I dislike hats. So that could be sometimes when my resources keep going into negative. Yes. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, Taharas, is we're going to kill those 2 stations, create the vassal, and then deal with it. Right. But yeah, it's why sometimes you'll just suddenly watch. So, for example, if you look at my planets, so let's have a quick look at my planets. I'll show you. So this Golden Kelp, for example, you can see is absolutely maximized around agriculture. It's got some other bits on it, but it's maximized around agriculture. And then it works. You know, so I've got that. I know that that's my planet that's throwing out a lot of food. I can focus the jobs on that. At the moment, at least, we don't need to build any more slots because we've still got jobs. In fact, actually, it looks like we're maxed on jobs. But at the end of the day, I still want that planet focused on food. So I might as well just do that. And then actually, we'll make one of these luxury housing. In fact, we don't need to. We've got so much housing districts anyway. But yeah, so by doing it this way, you kind of just make sure that people don't randomly decide to go off and start new jobs. You keep them focused on the things that you want them to be focused on. Let's go with... Ooh, nerve dampeners, army health, please. Yeah, I mean, so my fleet mixes... I don't necessarily agree with corvettes. Like, I think it comes down to whether you're playing the game to be like massively optimal or whether you're just there to have fun. But personally, I prefer to play with destroyers as my kind of... Like, historically, destroyers were there to guard battleships. So actually, they're just a bit meatier and they survive a bit better. So I just tend to like having a sort of semi-destroyer swarm, and then we're running at the moment... These are our kind of line battleships. These are our artillery battleships, and these are our carriers. And then we've got a Titan in each fleet. Right, mega shipyards. We need to build a mega shipyard somewhere, don't we? Where are we building our mega shipyard? I forget, is it a mega structure in its own right? Yeah, I thought so. I feel like we should build that in Iktishi, because it's got a wormhole. We could build a gateway in Caravan for it to essentially act as a gateway system to places as well. Maybe we even build it in Caravan. We could just build it in Caravan. Because from Caravan they can get through the wormhole to here to reinforce anything we need around here. And this is the people we're most likely to go to war with. This is the League of Zaplonius. And from there they can get through to the Riptides if we need to get through to the Raltex if we need to get through to the Raltex. So maybe it goes on Iktishi and Caravan gets the gateway. I think that's probably the best connected place to do it. Because from there it can also jump to Jamel, which is obviously central, so... I think oddly Caravan is ridiculously well connected. Of course, if we're building a giant fucking... That's got to be Mon Calamar, surely. Yes, Hispania is in space tonight. Right, you go build me a mega shipyard there. I misclicked that, but once he gets there, remind me when he gets there we need to go and sort him out. Right, fleets. How are our fleets looking? People are reinforcing. Right, you've converted to rampants. Who was short on rampants? You've got one rampant space. So correlated deluge and shattering shoal need a rampant each. You know what? Actually, I should just turn this into the new reserve, shouldn't I? Right, who needs redemptions? Full on redemptions. Full on redemptions. You need a redemption. Shattering shoal. So, Backwater Beach, you are down there. Give me a redemption. You need to go to Shattering Shoal. Star Mist Shoal, you need to split in half. And one of you goes to there. And the other one goes to there. Our planet's still alright. Yep, our planets are still alright. You're in the process of being colonised. How's Waterdeep looking? Waterdeep. We need to do something with you. I'm not gonna... Let's kill your robot factory. I don't want robots anymore. Kind of depends on what we're doing with you. Actually, let's make you a little mini mining planet. Replace that with mineral purification plants. Build me some minbots. Build me some minbot pluses. Then get some mining districts down. How's Coruscant doing? Got the Numismatic Shrine, Ministry of Culture. We were going big on Unity here, weren't we? This is going to be our Unity place. How are you looking on jobs? You've got plenty space for jobs. Oh yes, it probably is cat building time. My naming scheme reminds you of something. Well, we go with a mix of kind of fishiness and style. You kind of think, look, if you've got an Ecumenopolis, you can't not call it Coruscant. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? Cam video and sound is synced today. It's mostly the webcam being temperamental, I've noticed. Like, whenever I adjust it, sometimes it's then good for a while and then it suddenly isn't again. But I did tweak it again, so hopefully it's a bit better. Right, Starmist Shoal is fully upgraded, and that is a fleet of... what strength? Oh, it's still missing a ship. When its ship arrives, at 76k, that can take down the Forbidden Fortress. We'll go to the Forbidden Fortress event chain. The galactic community has passed the Independent Tribunal's resolution banning the indiscriminate policy. Our empire is currently in breach of this resolution. Should we change our policies to be in compliance? That's really annoying, but we're kind of going to have to for now. Little shits. How are we doing on strength? Okay, we're gradually creeping up. We are almost in range of getting on the council. Let's get some more envoys assigned over there. We should probably have a quick look and see if there's anything here we want. Denouncing stuff is fine. Definitely want that one. Definitely don't want that one. That's probably the only ones we have massive opinions on for now. Yeah, Summer of Love was the tea. Absolutely lovely. Defences on that can be upgraded, so let's upgrade those. So Melted Shoal is going to go merge, that's going to go merge, and that's going to go merge. Which means Backwater Beach should be building its Titan from somewhere. We'll see.
Establishing colony.
Right, that colony's down. That probably means we can now do our release plan, doesn't it? Because they'll just get the colony as it's forming. I think we can now do it. We're in position. Oh, I shouldn't have built a hyper relay there. It was a waste. Oh no, the hyper relay stays and reactivates, doesn't it? I think. I think it stays. Yeah, that stays. It just stays essentially unused. Right. So now you can see what dropping an outpost into the star looks like. I don't think it actually moves. It just sits there unkind of claimed. So if we create from... Oh shit, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. So I think if I create the sector now, the sector's not going to jump. Let's just build it back again, then do the sector, then drop it. Because I don't think the sector will jump. I think the sector will stop there. It'll only take a second to rebuild it, so it's fine. Planets are all alright. Yes, they are. So this one we're not fussed about because we're just going to build on it. But this one we need the sector to jump to Torfreeze.
Construction complete.
Come on, jumpy, jumpy.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, we should be alright for another Titan in that fleet. Because we're at 800, which I think gives us 4 Titans. 5 Titans because you get 1 base and we can build a Juggernaut. Speaking thereof, Colossal Assembly Yards. Kinetic Artillery. We might as well start... Because you're going to be a shipyard, so... And it's not exactly like we're short on cash. Gonna stash some fucking alloys.
Construction complete.
Right, let's test this out. Yeah, no, the construction union's happy. They got extra work out of it. Right. So, just to make sure there's no... Yeah, that's fine. So we're putting a capital on Dythlon. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll jump to Torfy's star. If we do this right. So let's try it. Create new sector. Got Torfy's star. Dismantle. That's now available. The sector reduces. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. I wanted the sector to include Torfi's star because we want to give our new vassals sighting, but we wanted to keep Orpheus as a border station, and I think we just can't. It was worth a try. Guys.
Ships upgraded.
Yeah, the fact that you can't... You should be able to give away systems that are one jump away.
Upgraded.
Or they just need to add an option where you can take systems back from your vassals. Like, I don't mind it being like being a massive cost to loyalty or something, but they just need to do it. Like, I should be able to say, look, I want that one back, but I'm giving you the rest of this fucking galaxy. Yeah, the first one caught fire, the second one fell into the star, the third one caught fire and fell into the star, pretty much. Right, we can now build science nexuses. Oh, we could build the quantum catapult for shits and giggles. Right, meanwhile, can you build us a mega shipyard, please? That's all they need to do, is just make it so that you can trade systems. Like that would sort most of it out as an issue.
Construction complete.
Because look, now that's back in the system. Did that sector disappear straight away, or was there a day delay on it? Can anyone remember? Like, did the sector immediately vanish when I dismantled the station? Or did I have to unpause? But yeah, manual sector control would be good as well. Because if I demolish that station again, those workers are going to riot. I think it was instant, wasn't it? I just wondered if I could be sneaky if it required a day uptick. Because what I would do is delete it, then release the vassal before the borders redrew. But I don't think it'll work. I'm pretty certain it's instant. It's fine, it just means we have to massively fortify Htshi. Maybe it means we need to keep hold of... what are you doing around here? We're keeping eSynth, aren't we? We've got an Archeo site. You get Roider. That's where you want to be. Can't you make two sectors instead of one and give both to your vassal? No, because when you create a vassal, you create it in a single sector. We're just going to have to accept that they get Orpheus. On the plus side, but at least we're going to get Xymon with its Zero. Right, let's get our little roboty people down. But before we do hand that, we should customize them. Mostly just because we want to change their name. What are we calling them? Because they're our friends now. Want to re-engineer them? Leader experience gain is not that useful to them. Let's tell you what, let's leave them. They're the Deceptors. Let's get that system free and set up so that it's not a... so we can actually get back to doing our frickin' stuff properly. Right. Oh, after all that, there's no species there that can be made a vassal. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. They don't count as a species because they're robots. Can't we make them sentient now? Yeah, no, it probably was via Twitter. Good to know. Like, aren't they... Oh, that's really annoying. Our entire plan in this south is just bollocks. Just move one pop to one of the planets. Yeah, I mean I could, it just... because we wanted a little robot frickin' vassal. Like, you wouldn't think it would allow you to build frickin' colony ships with them if they're not counting as a species. Like, why does it let you build colony ships with them? There is no species in this sector that can be released as a vassal. I mean, we can try. No, I can't. Because they're a robot, so I can't give them... like, they'll only ever have servitude. I mean, if nothing else, it proves you can't create a robot vassal this way. It's just really fucking annoying. Like, why can't you? Yeah, we could check our policies. I mean, what is our AI policy? Maybe if we flip it to citizen rights, and then it'll give us the more options. Let's try that. Can we now release you? Just make sure it doesn't need a tick. Nope. To be honest, we're fishy robot fans, so we were going to go AI full citizenship at some point anyway, let's be honest. We probably have massively just fucked our economy, because now all our angbots and everything else are now citizens, but... Like, that's got to be a bug. Like, this is a galactic species. Like, what if I have a... Aren't you my vassal? Fucking give me a migration speed. Oh, gestalt consciousness. Yeah. I think what that just means is we're going to have to set all of those planets terraforming to something else and then drop the species on them. It's the only way I can think we can handle it. So they'll start with a bunch of those Deceptors in their territory, but... because we just don't want to hang on to all these systems. Looks like it's been a limitation for years, but I can't find an update newer than 3 years ago. I can move a prop, but they're machine worlds. So if I move a standard pop to a machine world, they're going to have it's got zero machine. They're not capable of supporting biological life. I don't even think I can move someone to there. Yeah, it just doesn't let me. Oh, damn it, Stellaris. Fix your fucking bugs. I'm not sure about what we do now. You're basically going to have to terraform every single one of those frickin' planets. I guess one way would be to remove a non-machine world but start terraforming before releasing it as a vassal, and all biopops should die. A habitat? That might work. Habitat might work. Doesn't mean I've got to remember how to build fucking habitats. Can it, yeah, I've just never taken it. Also, we should really get you just doing that archaeology site. Go do that. I'm just really annoyed because, like, it's perfectly reasonable for us to have the species do what we want the species to do. I love Paradox games to bits, but they do have a habit of doing this. Any interesting slave species? I could just give the whole fucking lot to the battle mollusks and make it their problem. Trouble is, we'd be giving them a lot of planets. Are there any robot species with of empires? Yeah, the fucking Deceptors! They're our Raltech buddies. This is who we got them from. They fucking found a species. This is why I was thinking it would work. It's because they're not robots we designed. They are the transcendent race of now robots from other people. That's what's super annoying. Because I fully expected it not to work with like regular robots you build, but they're a founder species. No, I think all the Raltech have transcended to being robots.
Construction complete.
It's not even like there's an interesting slave species we can buy and set up. Yeah, I mean, if there was any Raltech left, we'd probably get away with it. They look fun, where are they? They look really cool. Is that a standard template? I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, I think the habitat plan is the way to go. I think we flip to habitats. It's only 7 months. Meanwhile, I would like someone somewhere, say you, sir, to get me a science nexus in Brocken. Yeah, I think that's the thing. By the way, completely different game. Does anyone know if they ever fixed in Hearts of Iron the ability to get the achievement for building a battleship as Austro-Hungary and having Horthy as an admiral? Because they broke that ages ago, and I only discovered that when I went to get the achievement, and it didn't trigger, and that really fucking annoyed me. Build me a science nexus. Let's go with Brocken 3, why not? Oh, let's go around there. Did we actually start our mega shipyard in the end? I don't think we did we? We did not. Build me a... Oh, you did. Have you finished it? Why can't you build a mega shipyard? Oh, because we're building the science thing, yeah. Once that finishes, we can do it. Oh, did they finally fix it? Chat, we might have to do a Hoi for run as Austria-Hungary.
Colony established.
Right, on the plus side, at least Ventforge is down. Right, what do we want on Ventforge? We don't really need science labs. Let's replace you with... Oh, crystal mines, nice. Replace you with hollow theatres. Don't need robots here.
Technology discovered.
Give me... Give me some alloy foundries, and you just get demolished when we can. Ripper autocannons? About time we got Ripper autocannons. Thanks for stopping by, Saharas. The board of the Science Nexus are thrilled to announce that they have been given a unique opportunity to recruit widely acclaimed researcher Dr. Zajor, a prominent name within the field of life extension. He and his staff are in the final stages of developing a serum that has shown good signs of promise of prolonging life. When they ran out of funds, hiring Dr. Zajor, however, means we have not resources to continue our current research into organic engineering led by Dr. Groik. She is attempting to streamline engineering research with the use of an organic supercomputer. Which one do we want? Do we want life extension or the supercomputer stuff? I kind of think we want to prioritize. I'm not that fussed about people living longer. Right, how are we looking on our habitat tech? And yeah, we could have a look. So I think there is an edict for mega thing construction, isn't there? An edict for mega construction? Yes, architectural renaissance. Yeah, and it's pricey though. Right, it's gonna push us into negative upkeep. Right, you lot merge. Oh, you can't merge because you're fully geared up. Okay. Right, in which case, let's go deal with the Forbidden Fortress. Because it's fun. And in other fleet news... Where are you? Right, you now have just missing some destroyers. So reinforce and upgrade. You are fully geared up. You need 2 more ships. Where are you and what are you missing? You're missing a rampant. And a riptide. I'll tell you what, you just reinforce. And these two will just... Starmouth Shoal can just merge into Backwater Beach. Which should base out of Ektishi. Get down to Ektishi. Yeah, that's fine. Dr. Grake and her team have invented a neural bank, an organic computer that stores and harnesses the collective cognitive power of all brains that are uploaded to its drive, greatly improving our research speed. But there is one hitch. To function properly, the uploaded brains have to be extracted from the subject bodies and placed within a tank of conductive fluids. Brains in a jar! Since our bodies cannot survive long without a brain, subjects will have to leave their material existence behind. As expected, volunteers have not been lining up. So far it has only been one, science leader Inky, son of Turk. I think we will do it. Rest in peace, Inky. You will be remembered. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten, Inky. Yep, Science Center Brain Nursery. Very much so.
Ships upgraded.
You can be upgraded, so you might as well upgrade.
Ships upgraded.
You two merge. You are our right. At least we're down to the right number of fleets again now. Upgrade. Starmarists are on a mission, so we don't want to upgrade them. Starmarists.
Ships upgraded.
Tell you to go there, you know.
Technology discovered.
No thanks. Right, what do we want? Interstellar assembly, please. And engineering research boost. Right, does that mean we can build habitats now? Habitat. Build a habitat. Because they should start with our rules and ethics, so they should get... The robots should take over. Even if the robots take over and then, terraforming on Nth. Where is Nth? What a shitty planet, Nth. Give them more energy generator districts. Right, that means we should be starting to get to the position now where... Colonize planet. That can be Chowder, because we got rid of Chowder, didn't we? Have we actually done anything with these planets we were giving to them? We really should have been helping them out here. Oh, because they already had some stuff on them, that's why. Right, you need to get demolished. You can probably have a bunch of them. Actually, that's not bad, really. Haribo Prime. District. Carapace City. You want some food. Let's get rid of your... No, let you keep your robots. Let's replace that with Hollow Theatres. Fangnar, Shell Game. Be money for them. District. Replace that with Hollow Theatres because the guy's terrible at building them. Is Haribo named after what I think it is? Yeah, I think it was... Wasn't it because the original system was like Haribo or something and we just decided to rename it? Because it was so close to it. It was like, you can't not call it Haribo at that point. Oh, Kitty is snoozing in the hallway. I think it's a bit warm for her.
Establishing colony.
Has this hit the point now where... Not until that's finished. 1513. Okay.
Technology discovered.
Stealing my pops, man.
Engaging enemy station.
We've detected some kind of utterly massive space installation drifting quietly at the edge of the shoreless system. Although preliminary scans show it to be very old, the structure has an intense power signature. Several smaller structures can be seen floating near the main installation, and all of them appear to be heavily armed. If we are to learn the true nature of this ancient relic, we will likely have to overcome its defences through force of arms. Bring it on. With the defeat of the defences surrounding the ancient structure, we may find a way to explore its mysteries. Entering and traversing it may be difficult, but whoever built it must have possessed technology we can hardly dream of. Making matters more arduous, the fortress appears to be recovering. Some of the people who helped disarm the fortress have volunteered to attempt entering and exploring it with backup from the headquarters on Yarrow. Following through on our end will no doubt present its own challenges. Give the go-ahead.
Log updated.
Despite the ages of technology separating us and the builders of the fortress, one invention is timeless, a closed door. After having forced the fortress to shut down, we found all entrances sealed. The team dispatched to explore the fortress have found an airlock, which at least appears possible to open from the outside if it had been in working order. Right, so we've got demolition teams and local power surge. Right. We need a science ship. Where are all our science ships these days? I mean, you should be assisting research, really, but let's be honest, we're past that point. And you're going to need reinforcing. I think we probably take gateway construction now. Named partly after the former capital of the FRG. What, Haribo? Craziness. Giroid Enclave needs more jobs. What jobs do you need? Ruler jobs. Sure, Jan? Maybe move your rulers elsewhere then? They'll downgrade. They'll downgrade to something useful.
Colony established.
Tatorian is down. How are you getting on? 11%. Well, that's the reinforcement for the Starmerists. How are we looking on this planet? This planet needs some districts. What are we turning it into? I mean, alloys really, isn't it? Alloys is what we need. Giant mausoleum or necropolis dating back several million years. There are no obvious signs of previous looters, so the structure may have been left untouched since the chameleon field was erected. Ooh. Annoys me how long habitats take to build. I mean, it makes sense because you don't want them spamming them out in the galaxy really quickly. But
Technology discovered.
Right. What do we want next? Kinetic weapon damage. So we're losing volatile motes, quite a lot of volatile motes, but it's not like we can't afford to buy them. How is our science nexus coming on? $163 years old is not a bad age. If I make it to 163 years old, I'll be very happy. How are we getting on, lads?
Special project
51, getting there. Having stabilised the ship's connection to the power system of the fortress, we must decide how much energy to supply in the first surge. Since the technology is unfamiliar, the exact amount is difficult to determine. Two estimates are available. Let's go with the higher estimate. Oh, we've accidentally repowered up the defences again.
Evading hostiles.
Let's try again.
Log updated. Log updated.
Stop running away. Bunch of cowards. Right, we need... Let's get that going. Oh man, we lost a battleship.
Special project completed.
Let's try the lower estimate, shall we? At first, the amount of energy supplied to the fortress seemed too small to make a difference. Then, the area surrounding the airlock slowly started to show signs of functioning. With some mechanical tricks and guesswork, the team accessed the controls and managed to open the airlock. Nice. They're in, lads, they're in. The away team find their way blocked by a massive bulkhead. The team report that there is a recessed alcove to their right, housing a pedestal and a contraption wrought in the same black metal as the fortress itself. They believe this device is the key to opening the bulkhead. The leader of the explorers described it as a 3 upright poles spaced equidistant across the top of the pedestal, with 3 rings, metal tori of various sizes placed along the leftmost pole, the smallest at the top and the largest at the bottom. So what are we doing, chap? So it's the standard puzzle, isn't it? So we want to rearrange the metal tori on the poles. Yeah, it's basically the towers of Hanoi. After the course of action was announced, a moment of silence followed, then vague scraping noises as the team attempted to carry out the plan. A splashing sound so loud that at first you'd think the team had been swallowed like small insects is followed by cheers from the team as they report that a passage has opened. The bulkhead appears to have rapidly transformed into an unpleasant liquid smelling reminiscent of purple quicksilver. Combined with the relatively mundane puzzle mechanism, you have a feeling the team have been victims of an elaborate prank set up a millennia ago. Yeah, solving that through fucking button clicks would have not been fun. How are you getting on? 31%. The team reports that they have reached what appears to be the geometric centre of the fortress, even if the internal geometry leaves some doubt if the concept of a centre is even relevant here. What is indisputably relevant is how the fortress is powered, which makes the team's new discovery all the more interesting. Dark matter is funneled around the fortress and then back to the core like a cardiovascular system. Although the flow has stopped, the team has found signs that it's starting again. We can take all the time we want to study it, but it needs to be stopped now. Right, what are we going to do?
Log updated.
So let's look at our log. So we could supply dark matter. If we provide our own supply of dark matter to the heart of Fortress, we might be able to trick the system that is already running and stop the flow. Or, studying the local star might give some insight to the conditions the builders of the fortress started their work in. Perhaps the answer to how dark matter is used in the fortress can be found in the workings of a black hole. So we could do it at Howling Vortex. Or we could supply dark matter. Let's supply some dark matter. We've got a ship there anyway. And it's not like we haven't got dark matter.
Special project completed.
Whoever built the fortress might have been more knowledgeable than we, but not more clever. Supplying our own dark matter to close the loop of the power system in the fortress worked, and the core is now effectively cut off from providing power to its systems. Finally, we can take the time to have a closer look at what these knowledgeable people accomplished. We get 5,000 bunches of research. We get research options, enigmatic encoder and enigmatic decoder. And we get the Leviathan Parade opportunity. After defeating the enigmatic fortress, we believe that a parade on Yarrow focusing on the chamber from the fortress to be secured would be very beneficial to our empire. Yeah, go on. Have fun. And this is what look at those technologies do, just so we know. Well, we'll find out when we do them. Pink Leviathans on parade, indeed. 34%. Give it a bit more welly, lads. I know I fucked you around a bit on the Fords, but right, Ocean World. That can get yourself down there, lads. Battle Mollusks Ho. Sharku. I mean, it's even already got a kind of watery name. Of course, it can be called Sharku. So that just leaves you, doesn't it? How long have you got left on this? 965 days. Yeah, set it spinning again, why not? Because that one we're colonising.
Colony.
Can I upgrade you while we're here? Because we need to get you up to max anyway so that we can build the mega shipyard thing. How is Romston not called Ramstein? Well, quite.
Technology discovered.
It does give us actually a free ocean world as well, so we should survey that and get that colonised. Someone else will steal it off us otherwise. Get yourself up there for now. Fleet command limit +10, because then we can get another battleship and stuff. Or even a juggernaut. You can actually go upgrade now, because you're you've done your bit.
Survey complete.
Muscle Beach needs some districts. Actually needs some stuff on it. Muscle Beach is... we get some things. Yeah, it's not far off. It probably could. After defeating the enigmatic fortress, a section of it was floating in space, so we decided to bring it to Yarrow to be part of our parade. Several Yarrow Reach's superiors have gone missing inside the depths of the chambers from the fortress. Ever since it arrived at Yarrow, we've had team members exploring it daily, yet something inside the structure shifted earlier today. Doors folded in on themselves, leaving only sheer walls for our agents to rail against. We can still communicate with the trapped Yarrow Reach's superiors, but we have no clear idea of getting them out without damaging the structure. It seems the enigmatic fortress had one last secret. An M-bot population dies, and this will increase the amount of unity the opportunity will produce. Yeah. I mean, they're only N-bots. It's not like they've got souls. Remember, kids, if they ask if we've got souls, we say no.
Technology discovered.
Yeah, Germany's fascinating for transport stuff, I have to say. We could go focused arc emitter, but I think it's more fun to go with enigmatic encoder. Right, you build a thing there. 54%. How are we looking on our science nexus? 80%. Getting there. Getting there slowly. The alien glyphs above the door have been translated as follows. Oh, hang on, this calls for a voice, I think, doesn't it? I am Zarklan, the guardian of the Moztar, the prophet of Zvar. In a galaxy awash... Get out of the way. Excuse me, I need to correct myself. In a galaxy awash with spite and hatred, I have chosen to seclude myself here. Proceed, if ye be worthy. Intriguing.
Initiating communications.
Right, was that this planet getting done? It was not. 506. So what else just finished terraforming then? Is it one of the ones we just left them around here so they can do stuff with? Fair enough.
Initiating communications.
I don't really need it. Like, they benefit from it. I mean, we benefit more, theoretically, but... Yeah, Berlin's a lot younger as a city than people realise, I think. They assume it's been, like, around for a very long time, and it hasn't. Like, you know, grand scheme of things, long-ish time. But ultimately it's a bunch of reclaimed swamps. You know, the freaking thingies of Brandenburg just decided they wanted something there.
Construction complete.
A bright day greeted the packed crowds on Yarrow today as the procession carrying our proof of the destruction of the enigmatic fortress travelled through the planet's cities. The parade's progress was broadcast throughout our empire to billions of viewers. The chamber from the fortress already seems to become a staple of Yarrow Reacher culture, inspiring artists and creators across League of Reacher systems. After finishing the world tour, the chamber from the fortress was placed in a specialised display at the centre of the capital to inspire generations to come. Plus 15 amenities, plus 15 housing, unity gained, and it's not bad really.
Initiating communications.
Like, I would let you in because you're nice, cool robots, but I'm not going to be able to colonize anything with you, even though you're nice, cool robots, which is really annoying. Where are you even? I can't remember. Where are the Lavazza? Where you at, bro? Are you down there? Oh, hello. You'd make quite a nice little northerly vassal, wouldn't you? And you're a megacorp. You don't have to come into any of my fights. Oh, they're in a federation. I feel like you need to be removed from there. Oh, they're a hegemon subordinate. Do you want to let us into your federation? So we can take it over. Who leads that hegemony. Because we could absolutely take that over. We could absolutely take that over. Very easily. But maybe we just dismantle them. Maybe we just kick their ass. And subjugate the Lavetza. We take it over and boot them out. Oh yeah, that's got to be the salvagers, surely. Don't know. I feel like we should knock the Lavetza around. Because we can obviously backdoor into their systems as well. But that's not even that well defended. And it's technically not that far from us because of that wormhole. I think next week we might be taking on the League of Zaplonius. You know what we could do is become the hegemon. Kick them out of the Federation. Yeah, and basically once we've got this sorted down here, I think we boot them. We can either try and be very sneaky. It's the Miravanda Trading Corporation. Ruxiclodium Enlightened Kingdom. Fuck even are they? It's them. Them. And Miravanda? We're in a Miravanda. It's that lot. Yeah, we could absolutely kick their ass. Especially if we get a Juggernaut down. We want to push for Juggernaut, basically. Because the advantage of having a sort of vassals and a hegemony is that it would allow us to... We'd get access to a Federation fleet. Yes, absolutely. So essentially we'd gain a Federation fleet. Now obviously we need to sort out
upgraded.
What we're doing there. How are you getting on? 69, 70. Come on, I want to build that habitat and release these before we finish the stream tonight.
Colony founded. Construction complete.
Kind of surprised you don't get me more resources in that system for taking down the enigmatic fortress. You'd think you would. Let's go up to fast for a bit. We have now begun the massive undertaking of constructing a science nexus. The foundation is in place and preparations are underway to add the main hub. The promise of new groundbreaking technologies and the realization of ideas beyond our wildest imagination awaits. And though the road ahead is long and full of challenges, we have taken the first step. Could the endless mysteries of the universe finally be given our grasp? They could well be.
Technology discovered.
Let's have a look, shall we? I'm not sure if us upgrading that is going to get in the way of our building our other one. I think we need to just check that first. Let's just knock off some lower ones. Ascension perks. What are we going to do? I feel like we should go Colossus. We still haven't got Imperial Prerogative. That's the other option we could do. And Galactic Wonders is nice. We do have a lot of mega projects to build. Oh yeah, it gives us ring worlds, doesn't it? Oh, and the matter decompression, the Dyson sphere. I think Galactic Wonders, Master Builders, or Colossus Project. I think we should do Colossus Project just 'cause it's fun. I can never remember, do you have to have Galactic Wonders to get those research options? Or do they pop up naturally? We've got 3 choices left. So I think Galactic Wonders is going to be one of our choices. Question is whether we go for Colossus first. Let's go Colossus first. We'll go next, we will go...
Log updated.
Because we went Hydrocentric, so we can build the Deluge weapon. But I think we will go Galactic Wonders after that. Right. Construction ship. You, sir. Hey, build that fucking thing. You, sir. You're busy. You're only building a research station. Hurry up. What do we want down in terms of next megastructure?
Construction complete.
So we could... So we could go interstellar assembly. We can indeed build the galaxy's biggest water pistol. Maybe we want the interstellar assembly next, to be honest. I mean, Mega Shipyards is nice. But I think the interstellar assembly gives us a better impact quicker, doesn't it? because it should get us onto the Galactic Council. It's only a few months until we've got the Unity to do it.
Initiating communications.
How long on that one? Oh, we're almost there. We are almost at the point where we can release our mollusk vassal. Build me an interstellar assembly around that one there. See you later, Kratenko. Thanks very much for watching. We're just finishing up shortly anyway. Basically, we're going to release our vassal. I am determined to get at least one vassal fucking released.
Technology discovered.
Ooh, devastator torpedoes.
Technology discovered.
That's tempting. Let's go Stormfire autocannon. And let's get Igmatic Decoder. The League of Zeplonius has just declared on the Fallen Empire. They've gone after the Holy Guardians. Habitat's getting there, 95%, so we should be able to release our vassals. I have no fucking idea what the enigmatic encoder did. Does anyone know what the enigmatic encoder actually did? It unlocks components, but components for what? Ships? Evasion plus 20%. Fuck me, that's good. That is ridiculously good. Are we at the point yet where neutronium armor is better than crystal plated forged plating? 185, 145. Not quite. I don't think there's a level 6 armor, is there? So crystal forged plating is top armor. Essentially adds hull points. It comes down to whether we want hull points or armor. Chat, what do people think? Are we better off flipping all our ships now to neutronium armor, or is crystal forged plating better? I don't know what the general opinion is on that. I must admit. I've never looked into it, and now I'm interested. Are we better off having more hull points, or are we better off having more armor? Stuff can bypass armor, but stuff can also specifically target hull.
Construction complete.
No, I've honestly never bothered looking into which is better. And I'm sure someone has done an awful lot of writing about it. Right, Taraska is colonizable. That is Tabasco. So I think that is everything. As soon as they land,
Initiating communications.
and we could send some sprockets over there. Right, I think we're at the point now where we can release. I mean, chance of emergency jump is the thing that actually I like. Fewer available percentage bonuses. Ah, yeah, see, that's the thing, is we're not getting bonuses on those things. I think we might flip to using armor. I think. Battle mollusks. You are going to be known as the Haribo. Be the Haribo dependency? Barrier Reef. Tempting. No, I think we go Haribo dependency. And we are making the Haribo dependency. Do we really care? Now, if we do that, we're going to have to give them stuff. I don't really want to give them 30% of my fucking basic production. Maybe a prospectorium. No, on it's, you know, it is. If you're a bulwark, that's 30% of their basic production. So yeah, it's not as bad as I thought. I don't think we need them as a bulwark though, because they're not going to border anything. I think we can just take them as a prospectorium. We go unified sensors. I think we start with 0 holdings and we look for stuff that boosts loyalty, and then we go for more, I think. Right, we are going to give you lots of stuff. It's going to take bloody ages.
Colony founded.
Oh, strike speed, yes please. Yeah, the influence gain is going to be a problem for us, I think. We might have to drop some stuff. And well, no, we'll be alright, because most of it's just because it's going on subject conversion. Sorry lads, have you got pirates there? Should you want me to go deal with those pirates for you?
Initiating communications.
Let me go deal with those pirates for you. Because I'm a nice overlord like that. Right, what are we giving them? So we need to give them Perseus and Tava Lem. So we still give them everything.
Technology discovered.
Now we want to give them Zempek, Helam, and Astinda. And I think we stop there. Is it Zempek as well? I think it was Zempek as well, wasn't it? Yes. So Astinda and Naranka are the last two we give them. Ask your overlord if Zempek is right for you. Yeah, it just is a bit like that. Right. The Haribo dependency is created and set. This is good. I think we just carry on doing megastructure types. Right, where's this fucking colony ship? California needs some work. What are we doing on California? I think probably make that Hollow Theatres. You get replaced with the Industries. Probably need to get a new mining world down, to be fair. How are we looking on council elections? Oh, we're so close. Can we boost our Diplo weight? That's a good plan. We could give our vassal a bunch of resources. Lads, have, like... Well, apparently we can't because we're taking resources from them. Which seems whack. You should at least be able to go, look, here's some basic ones to get you started, lad. Isn't there a fleet one that just... Fleet supremacy? Diplomatic weight from fleet power. Which is probably just useful for us to have anyway. We can afford the upkeep.
Initiating communications.
Oh, come on, we're 6 off. 0.6 off. What can we do to get 0.6 more? I don't think there's any other edicts we've got that would boost our... stuff. We could just slam down a shit ton of corvettes, you're right. Does Bureau of Espionage increase? I don't think it does. Isn't it the Diplo stuff that gives you an envoy? It's Grand Embassy Complex that gives you envoys. Yeah, maybe we just throw out a ton of fucking corvettes as a temporary measure. Oh, the edict? Don't think so. No, it does. It does. And lasts until cancelled. Okay. That's point 2. Because we can't get anyone else to assign... Oh, hang on. Don't we just push for the fucking council to be expanded? Oh, we've got it. We've got it. It was just on a slight delay.
Technology discovered.
Let's take energy credits from jobs. Speaking of... So as long as we hold that for the next 57 days, we're on the council. Right, there's our colony ship as well. 28 days. The League of Reacher Systems is now a member of the Galactic Council. Go us. Well, but the thing is, now that we're on it, we get a boost to it. So it's harder for them to get us off of it once you're on it. Because you get like a kind of essentially a little slight boost from being on it. You get a 20% boost for being on the council. So we can actually now turn off Bureau of Espionage because it is eating quite a lot of our capacity. Probably leave Fleet Supremacy on just as useful to us. We promise, as a member of the Galactic Council, to get rid of all of the red tape that has been restricting us for the wonder that is Grexit. We could also colonize Prophet's Retreat now, because we could theoretically take on the Coloctra Watchers, but... Is there anything interesting we should be doing as a Galactic Council member? I don't think there is really, is there?
Establishing colony.
Let's get out to a citadel. We are going to create a bit of border gore when we do this next bit. It's not going to be pretty. The thing with galactic market relocation is if we're going to do it, we need that to be... We'd probably need to reconfigure this to be a trade world then. Does it get bonuses to being a trade world? I can't remember. Because we were just going to turn that into like a mega... Well, we could just dump some trade stuff down on there. There's no reason not to. Get some commercial zones down. We will build a station up on it as well once we've got rid of the ones that we're holding onto down here, and we can make that just a massive trade hub. Well, hey, our subject specialization. Oh. Petty kings issued edicts in my name, empires waged war in my honor. Fools sang my praises, I would have none of it. None of it, he would have none of it. I think we vote against that. That I'm not really fussed about. Yeah, so the Ecumenopolis gives it a massive boost then. Giroud Enclave can upgrade. The other thing to remember is once you've got the interstellar assembly down, that's going to boost our dip rating as well. That's upgrading to a citadel. So you can get mega shipyards on it then.
Initiating communications.
Oh, we need to colonize that planet, don't we? Let's get some Yarrow Reaches on it. Might just be Mon Calamar. Oh, the Bodrums have gone psychic. Let's get that colonized as well, because we can turn that into a mining planet. We really should expand our vassal round here. Push that out.
Technology discovered.
Right, what else do we want? Let's go with that one. Maximize productivity. You're still excavating, so that's good. You are getting there. 6 months.
Technology discovered.
We're going to have a very long sausage tail down here. Devastating torpedoes, they sound fun. We're probably going to need to do a big fleet reconfiguration, I think. I think maybe we will move to using armor.
Initiating communications.
So I think next session one of the big things we'll do is do a big investment in fleet reconfiguration. So we want to get our juggernauts down as well. And obviously we want Colossus.
Colony founded.
Right. That should mean... Right, here's the test. Now we can create a vassal. This would be... the Diathlon Mechanica. And they are definitely going to be a bastion. A bulwark. We'll give them unified sensors. Could make them join offensive wars. Let's make them join offensive wars. I don't think there's anything else we need to do there, is there? We're going to drop a ton of resources on them as a starter. They're in all of our wars, basically. Right, systems. So you get Ugrown, and let's give you a ton of resources. Let's give you $5,000 alloys. I wish I could write in that fucking number. Can you go thousands? No, control tick is tens. Oh, yeah. So I think, unless I'm missing something, there isn't an ability to go in thousands. I'm happy to be corrected on that. I'd be delighted to be corrected on that. It would save me a lot of RSI right now. No. Doesn't do anything. a lot of clicking. Just let me write in the box. That's all I ask. I mean, they shouldn't really need food because they're going to be mostly robot. We'll give them 10,000. It's the alloys that's the most useful to them. Actually, maybe we should just give them 10,000 alloys. Give you a bunch of exotic gases, bunch of motes, bunch of rare crystals. We may make energy credits enough. We'll give them 5,000 energy credits. Trade opinion modifiers capped at 100. Yeah, we know. It's fine. Basically, I'm not giving them these so that they like us more. They're our vassal and they've got our shared ethics, so they're going to like us anyway. I'm giving it to them because we've got a ton of it and we need to jumpstart them as a bulwark. So this gives them stuff, basically. So we're doing it to jumpstart their, not least their ship construction program. Right, so we want to give them everything that isn't. I'm going to take ungrown. There we go.
Establishing colony.
Would you like some more systems? You get Cytine and Alasia.
Establishing colony.
Absolutely accept an embassy. Offer trade deal, transfer systems, Pash and Virol. Right, is there any of the systems down here that we were like, we're definitely keeping that one?
Technology discovered.
I think we give them all of this. Maybe we keep Yannick's more. It's got a black hole in and we could do something useful down there. Plus it's giving us dark matter.
Technology discovered.
I think everything else we'll give them. Let's round out the remaining stuff. You get Hensadon, Sovol and Aphidna. So we give them Viriac, but we don't give them anything else beyond there. Pirate fleet. Tell you what, we've got the backwater fleet there. We'll go deal with that for you. Because we're nice like that.
Complete.
So we give them Viriac and Uproth.
Station under attack.
No, the difficult boost does not also apply to your vassals. They actually deliberately did something about that. Because they realised it would otherwise be a cunning way for people to game the system. So I think it did originally and then they fixed it. We'll let them off. Right, what else are we giving them? We are giving them Emdin, Intham, and Angetanol.
Technology discovered.
It was Ecthinth, wasn't it?
Initiating communications.
Not Ecthinth? No. Closer.
Mining station lost.
Mining station lost. That's outrageous. they want... We want to give them Intham, Nimbus, and Tatooine. Don't want to rebuild... Oh yeah, good shout. Let's get that down before we forget. Good plan. We now have our megastructure, our interstellar assembly. Right, what's next on the list? Let's get our mega shipyard down, because we are going to be doing some shipyard stuff. I mean, although strategic coordination center would be nice, I think mega shipyard is the priority though. Right, next batch. Let's get Docel. So Yannick's more we're keeping, everything else they get. Also, you can start building... Where is it? And we need to get a shipyard first before we can get those down. Right, get one shipyard down. Get a fleet academy down. Basically, Mon Calamar is going to become our massive ship thing.
Construction complete.
So Obnol and Zatar. Oh, third chamber.
Those who wish to parley with Zarklan must first find their way. There is in each chamber a hidden key that must be turned to proceed. The purpose of these challenges will soon be revealed.
And we need some research. Defense or strike path damage, yeah. Did we offer them Zatar? It's just that I haven't unpaused. Yes. Right. Ignore the border gore. Got a nice long... We are a giant space sperm. We are a giant space sperm. Sperm of the galaxy. And we've got our three little outposts here. Upside down Vietnam, kind of. Yeah. Can't build hyper... Oh, you can build hyper relays in vassal space. I will do that. That'll help them out. Absolutely don't mind doing that. We actually do need a hyper relay there now. Well, we got there in the end. I'm just still annoyed that we couldn't just give the stuff to robots. Like, that is very annoying. But at least we now know for future that you can't do that. Annoying as it is. So I think next session is sort out our fleets. Do we need to change the vassal type? I don't think so. I think these chaps are already down as a Scholarium, aren't they? I'm pretty certain they're our Scholarium. Yes. So we're good. So yeah, for next time, I think we sort all our fleets out. And then I think we are probably going after the League of Zaplonius. I think. And I think we're taking them down a peg or two. Kind of like the Tajal have still hung around here. We quite like the Tajal, are quite cool. They live on a ring world. And yeah, the Fallen Empire still working. Actually, that's one thing we do need to do is sort out our starbase defences. We're actually over our starbase at the moment. We really should do something about that. Fortify the border is proportionally cheap and actually ups our capacity by 2, so it's probably worth us doing it. And we want to slam a big station. Do we even need to slam a station down at Gertab? We just massively ramp up Ekthink, because it's like... It's not going to stop them getting to Shorla. I think we should massively updo Ekthink. This is a defensive station now. I suspect at some point we'll want to deal with the Cyrillan Forerunners. I suspect. But we'll see. But yeah, get the fleet sorted so that we're in a position to do all of those cool things. I think that's the priority. Again, not least because it secures our place on the council. Which is important to us. Try and make sure that doesn't pass as well. But yeah.